So I know shopping can feel overwhelming. It could be a hit or a miss when it comes to shopping for skincare. So I want to go over today, the difficulties, the overwhelming stuff about it, make it super simple for you, because sometimes it could just really remind you the value you don't put on skincare, or just that, you're simply broke. I'm going to be washing my face while we discuss and doing my nighttime routine and maybe a little bit of nonsense, but I'm going to be straight to the point, get you the facts of what you need today. All right, so the first topic is going to be your concern. So these are things like your dark circles, it could be acne, it could be age management, it could be, your texture, it could be your large pores or the dryness in your skin. These are all things that, I really like to ask people about. What is it that bothers you most about your skin? Or, what is it that you're trying to get on track with? Because some people, they have healthy skin and they're just trying to learn how to, take better care of it and, keep it looking fresh and healthy. And these are all factors that have to do with extrinsic and intrinsic factors. So that's going to be, your lifestyle, your genetics, your diet, and what predispositions you have to create the skin that you have. So now I'm just oil cleansing my face with the BestSkinEver Seabuckthorn. To keep my routine super simple, so I'm gonna just go in with my cleansing exfoliator on top of this and then rinse it off. So the other factor is going to be your skin type. So you can have oily skin, you could have dry skin, you could have combination, normal, acne prone, mature skin, sensitive skin, sensitized skin, dehydrated skin. These are all different skin types that kind of sit with you on a regular basis, or they are, based on the weather conditions, your environment, where you're at, what medications you're using. And then the most important thing is you got to understand your skin concern based on your ethnic group, because whether you believe it or not, different ethnic groups have different physiological aspects of their skin. So transepidermal water loss is how fast water evaporates from your skin. Black people have more of that troublesome factor with their skin, so they need to make sure that they're using things that occlude the water and hydration levels in their skin, or keeping that water content high. And then you have Asian skin types that have that as well, but they're also very reactive to products, so they can't use everything on their skin. Even though they have a good barrier function, they are highly reactive, or they have not enough ceramide levels, different things like that. And then sometimes depending on the weather, you're gonna have different skin conditions. So right now we're in California, it's super hot, it's super humid, there's more moisture in the air, so you don't need to use as heavy of products on your skin or layer up too much, unless you naturally have very dry skin and dehydration. And sometimes you just have certain zones that are more troublesome. So people have an oily T-zone, everything else is normal, or they have a dry cheeks and whatnot. So everything can be different just depending on your natural skin. Same with like traveling. Sometimes when you go to different countries, the weather is different, the smog or the clarity of the air is different. And then certain medications also take the moisture from your skin. So people who are on Accutane, you already know the struggle. You can distinguish what over-the-counter products you need, or when you need professional intervention or professional products. All right, so I just rinsed my face. So let's talk budget. Everybody values different things. So whether it's your car, your house, your clothes, jewelry, anything, you have a value of what your max is and what your minimum is. And I think also depending on your culture, you know, you're brought up, you know, putting certain value on, you know, different things. And, you know, I can speak for Nigerians, we don't really put education first when it comes to skincare. And I'm trying to, you know, break that norm. And I think when it comes to, you know, making purchases, I never judge, nor do I manage anybody's pocketbook. Look, I like to provide everybody with the best educated decision and all their options and what's going to take you from X to Z the quickest, and what will take you a little bit longer, but you'll still see good results. So if you're dealing with certain medical conditions, then you need to use professional products, at least, you know, a couple, so that way, you know, your condition can be addressed, and then after some time you can just kind of, you know, maintain your results here and there with a combination of different types of you know, skincare products. This thing smells so bad. Whatever makes you look good. One thing I must say though is, like anything in life, you never want to go broke trying to look good or trying to be healthy, right? Because that's going to cause, you know, more problems, and that's just irresponsible. What you can do is you can start small, start with, you know, ask for recommendations on what the staples are to get you where you need to be, and then start with that product. Of course, it's going to take you longer to get there, but you're going to still make a journey somewhere as opposed to staying still, right? Another thing is do your research. Go to websites, go to the store, you know, get your consultation, see what is necessary for you. Write down what it's going to cost to get either like a facial treatment or the products that you will need, and then budget. And then, you know, allocate that money every month to your skincare, and then you don't have to worry about it or stress yourself. And, you know, and if you're trying to invest towards, you know, an expensive treatment or an expensive product that you know you go through, you know, pretty quickly, use the right amount all the time. Don't use less because you're trying to ration it, because then you're not going to get to where you need to be. But just budget, cut back on certain areas. But that's for your accountant to talk to you, not me. Okay. But hey, we're here to give you life lessons. Okay. So after washing your face, this is a step where you can get all fancy with masks. All right, so that was tip number 3, making sure you budget. All right, there's no reason you should be going broke for any skincare, okay? There's always a time and place for something. There is always an opportunity for other options. And then there's always a time to just wait. There's no rush, right? Everybody's in quarantine. This is the time to take care of yourself. So itemize, do what you need to do, and get you some good skincare. And if you guys got questions about skincare too, like, I'm more than happy to answer them. Yes, I discuss, you know, professional skincare, but I am open to giving you guys feedback for other options. But if you got a medical condition, please do not ask me nothing about no nonsense. So this is a mask you can do. Also, you can do a Manuka honey mask. You can even layer them on top of each other. Solid. So with this step right now, you can leave this on like it is. You can hop in the shower, do your shower, and then at the end of it, you can come out and rinse it off, just so you can have that moisture and the heat, the humectants adding moisture to your skin. Or you can use a facial steamer, whichever works for you. So the other option is going to be your expectations. So you got to realize that don't fall for the marketing hype, because then it gets you in, tricks you to thinking that, you know, especially with over-the-counter products, tricks you into thinking that this is going to work for your skin, even though it's not necessarily for your skin type. I remember when before I got into this industry, I was using like 10% benzoyl peroxide, not knowing, like, one, that is too strong for darker skin, and two, I didn't have that severe of acne to be putting that all over my face, just burning my face, still burning it, and causing even more reactions and hyperpigmentation and scarring and whatnot. But thank God I learned. Besides that, you definitely want to not fall for the marketing ploy, okay? Learn to discern, you know, what is actually, you know, beneficial and what is actually, you know, marketing hype, right? So I can't tell you, you know, verbatim what is going to work and what isn't, but what I can say is that just follow your skin type and your concern, ask questions, look at the ingredients too. So there's so many ingredients out there that people like to highlight, or, you know, every year it's like, remember when hyaluronic acid was a craze? What else was there? I don't know, but all this random ass shit that people were hyping up, and people were coming out with watered down versions or high grade versions, overpriced versions, placenta, snail secretion, everything. Some of those things work, some of them don't. But my point is just discern what actually works, what's actually good for your skin, and what your skin needs. All right, so when it comes to formula and ingredients, formula over ingredients, over everything, every time. You can have the best of ingredients in your skincare, but if the formulation is shit, it's not going to do anything for you, because how are you going to deliver amazing ingredients in your skin if you don't have, like, the correct delivery system, right? So there's a lot of for example, there's a lot of, you know, speculations and, like, oh, you can't have alcohol in any of your products. Actually, alcohol, depending on the specific derivative, some of them are really good for pulling in the antioxidants and allowing them to be delivered into your skin, while the alcohol evaporates once it hits your skin. So let me say that again. So alcohol is a carrier of these active ingredients. Once it hits your skin, it helps the actives or the antioxidants penetrate better, but once the alcohol sits, it evaporates. So there's things like that. There's slow release, where, you know, it's a time release type of system where it slowly releases, like retin-A, for example, or retinol and things like that. So look at the formula, ask questions. Usually with professional grade products, they like to really emphasize that, or their clinical trials. But, you know, it just depends, and you got to see, you'll notice when something works better than the other, you know? So just be mindful of things like that. There's going to be over-the-counter products that are made for the masses compared to professional, where, you know, you have trained people that are trained with these product lines, with these ingredients, and know how to properly prescribe it to you for proper use and actually treat conditions. So again, work for your skin condition. It all is compounded and built off of 3 different things. So you're pairing consistency, potency, and pairing. So you're pairing that with a good lifestyle, good diet, protecting yourself from extrinsic factors like the sun. You're going out with sunblock. Things like that are going to be the best for your expectations and seeing results. So I'm going to rinse this off. Next topic, we got what's necessary, what is as needed, and what's for fun that you can add into your routine, right? I'm not here to burst your bubble, but a lot of people who have normal skin can get away with way more than other people, right? So there's certain devices, there's certain fun masks, sheet mask, and all these peel away type of things that you can put on your face and be fine, and it's just fun. They're all made from, like, you know, super basic ingredients. Some have too much perfume in it, but they're really meant to just, you know, add a fun step to your routine. So with all the many fun things, tools, masks, and trinkets, yes, people with normal skin can get away with it. But if you have grade, you know, 3, 4 and type of acne, leave it alone, okay? Just stick to your normal routine that's been prescribed for you and go from there. And stop trying to, like, try, you know, new things all the time. That's a problem I often see, is people with, you know, severe conditions of of something and they're trying to get, you know, medical help from a dermatologist or an esthetician, PA, nurse practitioner, whichever, and they keep bouncing from person to person or from week to week trying new products because they're not getting the results fast. Be patient and be consistent. But for a simple, healthy routine, you want to start with a cleanser, you want to start with multifunctional active serums, an exfoliator, moisturizer, and sunblock. So cleanser, you want to cleanse your skin twice a day, whether you are going out, where you're wearing makeup or not. There's always, you know, pollutants that are sticking to your face, or you're just producing oil and dead skin that you may not see that needs to come off. So that's why cleansing is important. And then you need to exfoliate. So you have that cell renewal every time, you know, for a baby, their cells renew every 7 days. When we get older, it's 28 days. When we get really old, you know, those days become longer and longer, and so we start to look more dull, we have more dry skin, more problematic skin. So you want to make sure this renewal of every 28 days is accelerated and improved by exfoliating. This exfoliation is getting the sebum, the oil off your skin, the dead skin off of your skin, and helping for other products to penetrate better. Then you have multifunctional serums. So those are type of serums that are going to help maintain homeostasis, balance, and healthy environment with your skin, or transform it. So if you're fighting acne, you're fighting pigmentation, you want you know, a luminous hydrated look, these are serums that you can put on. And then you have moisturizers that, you know, quench the skin, provide hydration, soothe, calm inflammation, and then sunblock, which is a mighty thing that you need. Everybody needs sunblock. It's going to protect you from UVA, UVB, UVC rays, and then it's also going to maintain, you know, the nice plumpness, firmness with your skin, and prevent wrinkles and whatnot. I'm going to put on my night serum. So at this point, I have cleansed, I have exfoliated, I have done my mask, and and toned now that I took the mask off. So this is a point where you could add, you know, other trinkets. So I am thinking of doing a giveaway. I'm thinking of doing a giveaway for you all. This will be a Soluma LED light therapy device. It's an FDA cleared medical device, so it helps with acne, it helps with aging, it helps with pigmentation, it helps with just restoring healthy skin. Say you were you know, in the sun for a while, it helps to rebalance your skin, heal it, and it helps to build collagen. It also helps with wound healing or bruises, things like that. So multifunctional. I'll put the information down there. Comment below if you guys would be interested in a giveaway for a Soluma LED device, and I would love to hear you guys' feedback on that. But this is the time that you would be able to use it. All you do is lay down. You could either put your serums on now, or you can put your serums on after. What are some other as needed factors that you could add into your routine? So like I said, if you're fighting, you know, dehydration or acne or pigmentation, toners are really good because they help your active ingredients penetrate deeper. It helps with the exfoliation, it helps with the intense hydration depending on which one you're buying. And then you have the fun cold devices. So you have like a Clarisonic, which gives you a little bit of a massage with your facial. You have the Forios, which actually they're like these rubber antimicrobial devices that help wash your face. You can use LED devices, you can use at-home derma rollers, things like that. That's the step that you can add in after washing. So let's talk about natural. So natural products aren't always better. I often see people with a lot of reactions or you know, clogged pores that come in that have been using natural products and not really knowing the extent of it not being as regulated as other products. If you want purely natural organic products, then make sure it has a USDA logo on it. That is a highly regulated product line, but not many have that USDA type of regulation, and they just call themselves natural. So just be mindful of that. But again, you know, some people can get away with it who have normal skin, some people can't. So just be mindful of your skin type and what your skin can tolerate and go from there. And you can't say, oh, because I've been using it for years and it's been fine for me. Yeah, it's fine for you, okay? So use it if it works. If it doesn't, just seek help. It's no big deal. So now I'm going to put a little bit of hyaluronic acid. I usually don't, but just so I can show you guys how you can layer. So I did some retinol, and my face is still kind of damp from the toner. That's the best way to apply your hyaluronic acid. So now just pushing it in my skin. The last point I'm going to discuss today is ingredients. So when you are looking at a product, look at the first 5 ingredients. Those are going to be probably about 80% of the composition of the product. And then usually it goes from highest concentration to lowest concentration. And sometimes the best ingredients are going to be at the top. That's what you want to look for. And then sometimes ingredients that are highly potent, like vitamin A, retinol, retinoids, that are over the counter, you kind of want to see them at the bottom of the list because it's going to be way too strong to be at the top of the list. So just be mindful of that. There's so many great resources that you can use, like CosDNA, COSDNA. They have an amazing database. So does EWG Skin Deep. They have an amazing database for ingredients, what factors to look for when it comes to skin irritation, what are expected side effects, if it's a preservative, if it's a perfume, if it's an antioxidant, if it's a humectant, hydrating ingredient, things like that. And they kind of break it down for you. Usually they have every type of product in there that you can think of, more so over the counter type of products, but that is a platform you guys can use to educate yourself on ingredients, potency, and you know, some things that you're not familiar with what they actually mean. All right, so that's about it. I'm gonna finish up with my neck firming cream. If you guys have any questions, please leave them below. Okay, I want to provide a no-nonsense resource for you guys for being able to independently educate yourselves and shop on your own for distinguishing what skincare works for you and what doesn't, and you know, just chopping it up, talking like girlfriends. So don't forget to subscribe and like this page, share the love with your friends. I hope I answered any of your guys' questions that you may have. Please comment below some videos you guys would like to see, anything you'd like me to talk about. And yeah, so I shall see you guys soon. I want to leave you guys with one message about Jacob, and I want us all to realize that we're all human beings on this planet. We share this world, and we need to maintain this world with equality, support, compassion, empathy for one another, and fight for what's right. So I will see you guys next time, and hopefully you enjoy your night.